Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? And are you tired of going to seminars and buying courses of empty promises with no action plan? And are you ready to start building financial wealth and taking steps towards your financial freedom? Because if you are, this is where you need to be. Welcome to the 4 simple steps to flipping your first home. And I am so excited. Now, let me begin by stating that simple does not mean easy. In fact, these steps are extremely difficult. This is due to the due diligence and the commitment that you must take in following these steps. So be sure to grab a pen and paper and take detailed notes and replay this segment because you may need to. And always remember, in order to be great, you will need knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Now, knowledge, well, that's the information that you're going to receive right now. And understanding, well, that's comprehension. So again, be sure to take detailed notes and watch the playbacks. And lastly is wisdom, which is application. This means do not wait. As soon as this is over, take action today. Here are my 4 simple steps. But before we begin, why me and why should you not press that skip ad button below? You see, I started real estate investing in my early 20s, and I've taken many losses, financially, personally, and professionally. I have lost thousands of dollars, as well as spent thousands of dollars acquiring information that has been proven to work. Altogether, I have invested tens of thousands of dollars. Now, if you can save tens of thousands of dollars for only $500, wouldn't you? Well, even better, this video right here is free 99. So, here are my 4 simple steps. Step number 1 is find. This is the most important part because your profit is made when you buy. Step number 2 is fund. This is the second most important part because if you cannot finance the deal, you have no deal. Step number 3 is fix. And this is most important to those who have not bought my master course. But for those who have, this is the third most important part. This is important to them because of the difficulties in implementing a repeatable success system for contractors. And lastly, step number 4 is flip. This is where my experience and my relationship with real estate brokers and agents come into effect. Because this step is all about staging and getting your product sold. In my How to Flip a Property 4-step master course, we dissect each step mentioned in greater detail, and it's broken up into stages. And because you're here today, you're gonna get all the stages. Stage number 1 is you're gonna take as much time at the house after owning and control. Stage number 2, this is when you review all notes. You're gonna see the list of improvements, you're gonna see a detailed scope of work, and the item number and purchase of materials. This is for the licensed and insured contractors that they will complete. This is also for them to install and evaluate. This is what you would call a written manifesto. Stage number 3, this is when you develop a contractor and job bidding system to identify licensed and insured contractors. Stage number 4, this is when I teach you how to execute the paperwork to stay on time and on budget with your contractor. I'm going to give you your independent contractor agreement. This explains the reason for penalty if they do not meet the deadlines. I'm also going to show you how to gather the information, do your due diligence, take pictures inside and outside, and you want to measure everything. This also spells out why they need to add you as an additional insured on the insurance policy with a minimum to keep you safe. And number 2, I'm gonna give you an example of a final scope of work. And this outlines exactly what needs to be done to the property. And number 3, I'm gonna give you the contractor payment schedule. Number 4, I'm gonna give you the insured indemnification form. And number 5, I'm gonna show you the W-9 form. This is to properly 1099 each contractor. And number 6, you'll see the unconditional lien waiver. This is only signed upon the completion of work. And stage number 5 is the rehab. This is also when you button up the paperwork and market and sell the property. And it's okay to remember that every master was once a disaster. Step number 1, embrace every learning experience that presents itself and read material relevant to your goal. Step number 2, we're going to enlist the help of coaches, mentors, and professionals. Step number 3, we're not going to allow failure to impede on your inevitable success because honestly, you will fail. So I need you to think like a business owner and not a consumer. Now, what does that mean? Well, the consumer is going to think, what does things cost? But a business owner is going to say, nah, what are things worth and the value that we can bring into this life? And I'm also going to show you the best use of your time. The highest and the best use of your time is finding deals, raising money, and making high-level development decisions. I'm also going to show you how to talk to the building department. You're going to say you're going to be identifying vacant and dilapidated houses that you plan on revitalizing and putting back on the tax roll to help the city and bring in tax revenue. I'm going to show you to allocate your profits. 30% to taxes, 20% to growth capital, 20% to your operational, 15% to your savings and retirement, 10% to your food, rent, mortgage, and 5% to your discretional or your fund money. And I'm also going to show you about tax investments in your 1031 exchange. So click the link below and I'll see you in the How to Flip a Property 4-Step Masterclass.